Here are the top 10 misconceptions about space travel that need to be debunked. 1. Space is always dark. Many people think space is pitch black at all times. While space is largely dark, areas near stars or planets can be incredibly bright. In fact, astronauts in low Earth orbit see the sun rise and set multiple times a day, experiencing both intense light and darkness. 2. Space travel is instantaneous. Movies often portray space travel as happening quickly, but in reality, it takes a long time to travel even relatively short distances. For example, it takes about 3 days to reach the moon, and the mission to Mars could take 6 to 9 months. 3. Astronauts float because there's no gravity. One of the most common misconceptions is that space has no gravity, causing astronauts to float. However, astronauts are in a constant state of free fall around the Earth, which creates the sensation of weightlessness. Gravity still exists in space but affects objects differently. 4. Spacesuits make you invincible. While spacesuits protect astronauts from the harsh conditions of space, they're not indestructible. They can't protect against high-speed micrometeoroid impacts or extreme radiation for long periods. Suits also have limits on how long they can sustain life in space. 5. There's sound in space. Due to movies showing spaceships exploding or engines roaring, many believe space is noisy. In reality, space is a vacuum, meaning sound has no medium to travel through. So, no sound can be heard, even during an explosion. 6. Space travel is just for the elite. Though historically astronauts have been highly trained professionals, commercial space travel is making space more accessible to civilians. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are pioneering private spaceflights, opening the door to space tourism. 7. Space travel destroys the human body. While prolonged exposure to microgravity can lead to muscle atrophy and bone loss, astronauts undergo rigorous physical training and rehabilitation. Additionally, NASA and other agencies are researching ways to mitigate these effects during long-duration space missions. 8. The moon landing was a hoax. Despite overwhelming evidence, some still believe the moon landing was faked. Photos, videos, and data from multiple space agencies have proven beyond doubt that humans landed on the moon in 1969 and subsequent missions. 9. Black holes suck everything in. Black holes are often depicted as giant vacuum cleaners that suck in everything nearby. While black holes have immense gravitational pull, objects must come very close to be affected. If the Earth were replaced by a black hole of equal mass, its orbit would remain unchanged. 10. Space travel will soon be routine. While advancements in space travel are being made, we're still far from making it a routine experience like air travel. Challenges such as safety, cost, and life support systems still need significant improvement before space travel becomes widely accessible. Space travel is filled with wonders, but it's also complex and often misunderstood. As technology advances and space tourism becomes a reality, these misconceptions will likely be corrected, bringing the truth about space closer to home.